Ivo, this is becoming really apparent, so I thought it worthwhile to pass on to all lightworkers. Ivo, hello, my love. Good morning, my dear. Yes, it's always something, but that's good, because I can pass it on to other lightworkers, so they're aware of what's going on. Right now, the dark has been sending out messages to lightworkers that 5D is some kind of nirvana that we're all supposed to be going to, even as soon as next month. Right now, the messages are inducing anxiety, shame and guilt in those who actually believe that they've fallen short of the mark and that it's shameful to be stuck in 4D. Ivo, can you please fill us in on what's happening here? Ivo, of course, my love. The dark has been sending telepathic messages to Earth for quite a while with false Ashtars, false Jesus or Sananda messengers. It is up to the lightworker to be discerning as to whether they're channeling light or dark entities or that others are, and that you must not listen to their messages. That is part of your work, to be able to discern. Yes, when you learn to discern, you can teach those earthlings ascending afterwards to be discerning as well. You all have to learn to be cognizant of the dark forces operating within your lives, and this the lightworkers are experiencing first. You must understand the truth, because when you do not and continue to live in the illusion, your vibration will remain lower. They run programs to attempt to induce shame, guilt, anxiety, fear, anything loveless, to create these states within you. Why? Ivo, to hold you back, of course. The dark is using your ascension process to keep you trapped within its darkness. They are attempting to create psychological loops within you. The more you attempt to align with 5D energies, the more you might see that you are not in this way. You will feel more fear, more guilt, more shame and anxiety. Thinking you will be left behind. Thinking you have failed. Thinking that all others are going and that you are the one not going. Malal, I had that already. I was the only one who didn't make grade 3 choir, so I had to sit and do lessons while the others went and sang. So I know how that feels. Ivo, you ended up going anyway when Mrs. Calver spoke to your teacher and said you should join. So I know how it feels to feel left behind. Nobody is being left behind. You're in the right place, where you should be. Just keep doing your best to ascend. Do all the right things, but particularly watch for negative ego, because that's what the dark is playing with to keep you back. Ivo, another point is that not all lightworkers are going to 5D, of course. Some are designated to serve in 4D. Also, not all lightworkers have a heavy workload. Some are here simply to hold light and nothing more. There is a continuum. Some have taken on many jobs. Some have taken on few. The main thing to do is to be cognizant of the dark efforts to hold you down. They have used your people for millennia as sources of energy, and this energy must align with their frequency negative. So they induce states of negativity within you using mind control, run programs to victimize you, and have set your world up in the same fashion to keep you oppressed. Everyone. Not just select groups. All are oppressed, as none of you are expressing your true higher nature, unless you take steps to free yourself. That is what all of you can do: free yourself from this oppressive regime. Eliminate negativity within yourself and your lives. You are not negative beings, you are beings of love. Simply work towards becoming more loving. Learn universal laws, these will guide you. Learn tools to deal with your shadow side, and understand that much of the negativity you are thinking is not your voice anyway. Your people are all a collective and thought sharing is common. You pick up others' negative energies frequently, and unless you learn to discern yours from others, life can be difficult. I know. I've also learned to understand the negative ego within yourself and in others. Statements of I am better / you are worse, I am good / you are bad, I am light / you are dark, I am going to 5D / you are not going to 5D, I am right / you are wrong. Any of these comparisons is the work of the negative ego, which is influenced by the dark. You all need to be working towards eliminating your shadow, but also understanding how the dark influences your world, so you can become free of it. Anything that you hear that induces shame, guilt, anger, fear, anxiety, are all attempts to control and manipulate you. When you hear of a spiritual leader or a channeler using these tactics, avoid these people. Do not give them your energy. The light is love, and love empowers you. If you do not feel empowered by the message, do not give that messenger any more attention. Does the message inspire you to grow, or does it create confusion, anxiety, shame, guilt, or fear? I also wish to state, my love, that light work was not necessarily contracted to be finished in one lifetime. Many are promised to return to Earth to continue their work. The ascension process of humanity is ongoing now. For humans to ascend, they will require many teachers and light workers, as well as extraterrestrials, have volunteered to do this. It will not happen overnight. All must strive to better themselves, to be more awake, to learn to love, because that is the process of life itself. But it is not shameful if you do not reach that goal in 3 weeks, and it is not shameful if you do not reach that goal in this lifetime. You are being guided and led by your higher self and your guides, and you must trust that you are where you need to be now. Trust life. Do not listen to these snake oil salespeople who tell you that you are flawed. Simply do not listen. Go back to doing your work and have faith that all is well. Because it is. The liberation of planet Earth will take more time than most are assuming. Yes, most governments are GAZARA compliant now, and the RV is set to be issued soon. This is amazing progress, and all are to be commended for contributing. Do not listen to anyone who attempts to draw you back into negative behaviors, because this is going against your true nature. You are not negative beings. You are beings of love. Allow that to shine. Do not get mired in the negativity of your planet. Whether you are destined to be 4D or 5D is inconsequential. You are in the correct place. Do not allow others to tell you otherwise. The best thing to do with the dark, the best way to stand in your own power, is not to listen to its messages. Do not feed it your energy. Me Ivo, I want to say, too, to watch out for memes being passed around as well. Someone posted a joke, supposedly, or tried to, in my group, and it said something like, my higher self and my lower mind arguing about how to deal with a person. One says to forgive and the other wants to tell the person to go F themselves. This is a joke? I don't think so. It is a hate message attempting to draw people back into their lower natures, because it's supposed to be cool to tell others to go F themselves. This is aggressive behavior, which some are trying to get over, so I wouldn't allow this post. Ivo's, you saw the underlying intention behind it. A true post encouraging people to align with their higher nature would have simply suggested that. Me yes, they feel encouraging. They don't remind you of what you're trying to stop doing. Ivo, thank you my love. Me my love, we'll speak soon.